All right. Back in 7 Days to Die. So, welcome everybody to my second stream of the day for 7 Days to Die. I played this game on the hardest setting, so I played on insane difficulty, and zombies always run, so it doesn't matter if it's daytime or nighttime. They run pretty much the entire time. So what we're about here is we are working on our main base. So this structure here is my forge house, and as you can see, it has a moat surrounding it with blade traps and shotgun turrets that cover all four sides of it. And the reason I set all that stuff up is because when I get all these forges going, obviously we get a lot of heat, and so the screamers come, and raise their ruckus, call in hordes, that kind of thing. And the shotgun turrets and the blades pretty much take care of them for me. I don't have to do hardly anything in terms of killing them myself or having to do a bunch of massive repairs. Now, I do need to do some repairs, and I think I'll do that right now, just to keep on top of it. So we'll grab some concrete and some steel. Hey, Jenna, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. And get all that stuff repaired down below before we, get the forges going again and call in some screamers. Excuse me. The other thing, too, that happens, both because of my game stages, I'm quite a ways advanced in the game, so I'm level 149. I've only died 3 times in this entire playthrough series, so those two things alone give me very high game stages, which means I get, really hard hordes and dangerous zombies and that kind of thing. And so what happens is the game will throw a running horde at me at least twice a day. So I can expect 2 times within a game day for a running horde, to basically, be launched towards me. So I have to deal with that in addition to the screamer hordes too. So it gets pretty crazy around here. What I'm currently working on here is digging the moat, excuse me, around my main base, which is this area over here. So if I go into the map, you can see that this area, which is basically the center of this island here, is where I'm going to build my main base. And I have plans for that. I'm going to have a big, huge garden. We're going to build like a manor, kind of like a mansion type building. We're going to have landscaping, and it's going to look really cool. So I'm just, been working on that and continuing to work on that. And it's going to take a while to get it done because, it's a pretty huge undertaking, but it's going to be my, my master build for this series, basically. So the forge house is really just kind of a temporary base and a place, of course, for me to, do all of my smelting and so forth. Okay. This little area here is basically like my escape tunnel. So let's hop down here for a second. This leads back into the forge house. And you can see down here is where I have all my wiring too. So that wiring comes down from above where the generator is, and then it goes around to each side and up to the shotgun turrets. So I actually set all this up on my stream from earlier in the week. So it's pretty cool how all that's put together. Okay. And this goes then up into the forge house again. So that way, I have an alternate way to get in and out of this place besides, just, jumping across there, which I usually do. I'm in the process of decorating this place, but I ran out of paint. So everything you see here is actually reinforced concrete. Even this wood, it just looks like wood because I used the paint system, to make it look a lot cooler. But it's all reinforced concrete because, again, this place has to be pretty tough for the attacks that I get here. All right, let's see. I have some temporary storage here. I haven't done anything too elaborate here just because, again, this is a temporary location. If we go upstairs, I've got a couple of workbenches set up for making ammo and so forth. I've got cooking stations over here. This is where the generator and the battery bank is located. And then I have my chem bench and my gasoline in this bin here. So we got lots of gas made up for that. Okay. I've only been in this particular location just for a little while in relation to the time that I've actually been doing this series. So I started this series about 2 months ago, I think. Somewhere around 2 months ago. And I spent most of that time back over this way in this town here. So this is all in desert. And this little structure right here is my original base. And if you're interested, we could actually go back and take a look at it too. I've got a garden set up here, and the base is built basically on top of a POI. These little lines here are a catwalk that's above the ground, so I can get over here, which is my forge house, and over here where I have a working chem bench from the pharmacy shop. So I spent, probably 2/3 of the time in the series there, and then I, not too long ago, discovered this new location and moved out here. I absolutely fell in love with it when I found it because it's, it's this really cool island, forest island with water all around it. And, this water is huge too. I mean, it continues to go way on, even back up into here. So it's kind of, neat from that perspective too. And so I call this place Old Guy Island. So Old Guy Island is my new home. And so we're working on building it up. I have a city to the north here. I have a trader here, a trader here, trader here, and a trader all the way back over here. So I've got 4 traders that are relatively close that I can go to, to sell stuff, which I need to actually do here pretty soon because I'm running out of space. All right, so that's pretty much just the very quick tour of what's going on so far. My plan for this stream is just to keep basically working on the base. I have 3 things I need to get taken care of. I need to get the moat dug. I have a cave over here. Let's go look at that for a second that I need to fill in. So all of this area here, this black spot on the map, I got to fill in because this is going to be part of my build over this area. But the cool thing about this cave is there's actually water down in here. So if we go back down in here, there's some zombies I killed earlier. It has a bunch of water. And so it actually gives me a water source, close to where the base is. So that way I don't have to run down to the actual lake whenever I need to get water. The other end of that spot comes out over kind of by the forge house where I set up basically a well. We'll take a look at that. So whenever I need to get water, I just hop down there and scoop the water up and I'm good to go. So that, that was one of the features about this island that really appealed to me when I saw it. So this is where the other end of the cave ends up. And we just hop down here when we need to get water. And voila, there it is. So it's pretty cool how, how that kind of just naturally came together with the map and so forth. So yeah, I've just really been having a good time with this series and in this particular location. It's pretty neat. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we got a piece of dirt there, or stone or something. That's probably been sitting there for weeks. All right, so let's do this. Let's keep working on the moat. Well, you know what? Actually, how much ground do I have? I'm still making ground. Let's fill that cave in first with as much ground as we have to do. And then we'll continue digging the moat. And one thing to keep in mind too, guys, this is a building episode, so I'm going to be doing a lot of, auger work and that kind of thing. So hopefully, you're not too terribly bored with that, but it's stuff that I do need to do. Oh, you know what else I was going to do too? Let's tap into all these iron deposits before I seal this up. So I do need some more iron. Since it's right there, let's grab it. Lots of iron. The thing I have to kind of be careful of those, you don't really want to have a lot of open area beneath your building structures because it can cause strange things to happen with the physics. So, you have to kind of keep that in mind. I'm not exactly sure what is going to be right over this spot. Because I'm thinking probably that the manor is going to probably be somewhere around this area. This is all going to be garden back here, and then this will just be like the front area with some landscaping and stuff. So very likely, you know, portions of the manor will be over this area, so I don't want to have a lot of open space down here. It'll cause problems. There's a lot of iron here, though. So we'll grab this up. And it just keeps going. That's good and bad. It's good because we get the iron, but it's bad because I got to fill this all back in again. Okay. We'll hit that one. We'll tap into this one. And I think I'm probably not going to go any further because, again, I don't want to have to come in and fill all this back in again. So let's go ahead and... Okay, where am I at? It's really easy to get disoriented down here sometimes. We'll fill this in with just ground, so it's solid. And I think I'm going to leave that in place too. Okay, so see, I'm not sure how I'm going to actually do this now that I think about it some more. What I might do is kind of leave it the way it is. I'll have to fill, I obviously have to fill this part in, but I might leave this open for now, and if it starts causing problems later, then I'll have to come down here and fill it in. Let's go ahead and grab all this nitrate, might as well since it's here. Oh yeah, the drill is, it's the auger, and I'm assuming you guys have that on console too. And it's a really handy tool for mining and for digging. It's great for that. And you get, not only is it faster, but you also, you know, level up a lot more because you get a lot more quantity when you use this as well. But I'm going to just pull these resources out now since I'm going to seal this up. We can always get back down here later if we need to. Alright, so let's see. I think what we'll do is... that's pretty thin up there. Let's start right about here. And we're basically just going to make kind of a wall, I guess, of dirt. Whoop. Kind of remains to be seen, though, like I said, how well this will hold up once I start building over this area. I almost hit my my jump key for my jetpack, which I have an Imperion, but obviously I don't have them 7 days a day. Oh, that's because this piece of moss is there. Get that out of the way. All right. So a lot of this dirt that I'm using, I harvested earlier when I was digging the moat. You know, the other thing too is I can actually still get over to that the cave through the other side, because I can swim through the water and get to the other end before I run out of air. So we don't really need to even keep it open at all on this side. Oh, airdrop. Probably going to drop it in the lake again. Let's mark this. You know, I don't know. I think I've got a drop there too now that I see this. But I like to mark it because if I don't go get it right away, then the little yellow parachute thing will disappear if you're not close to it. And that way I can go get it later if I need to. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, that and also treasure chests. You know, if you read a treasure chest and you're near a body of water, sometimes it'll spawn in the water, all the way down at the bottom. It's a pain in the butt. How long, Jenna, have you been working on your stream with the build that you have going on there? Looks like you put a lot of work into that the wooden base and all that. It looks really neat. The wall that you made and all that stuff. What's the matter? Am I hot? Looks like I'm hot. Off and on for 2 months. Oh, okay. Now, I know this is probably going to sound like a dumb question, but you can do multiplayer on console, right? It's just that you can only play with other console players and not like PC players, if I understand that correctly. We're probably going to get a horde dropped in on our head here any minute, so get ready for some action here. Most of the time, I can hear them coming before it's too late, but not always. I also have the game sound turned down quite a bit too, because when I use the auger, it gets really loud. So normally I would have it up a little higher than this. I only have 2 people that'll sometimes join it first. I had the Z's off, but now I have them low. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think you're correct. I think only other console players, and I guess, yeah, that would make sense. I guess only actual Xbox. So PlayStation players can probably only play with PlayStation and Xbox with Xbox, just because the code's a little bit different, I think. So yeah, that makes sense. Kind of a bummer, you know, that there wouldn't be a way for the PC players and the console players, but probably the main reason for that is because you guys are on a different, you know, whole different version than we are. My daughter and her husband have it on PS4. You know, they love this game too, and they play with me sometimes on PC, but I can't play with them on the console because I don't have the console version. All right. So we just have to kind of remember that beyond this frame here, this is where we kind of have that hollow ground. Keep that in mind. Almost done, guys. That actually went a little faster than I thought it was going to, which is always a good thing. Kind of getting to the spot, too, where the ground's... Yeah, I guess it'll fill in all the way to here. Depending upon, you know, what goes in this exact spot, I might end up having to actually shave this back off. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, cool. All filled in. So task number 1 is complete for the time being. Tell you what, let's run over and see what's in those drops. We'll do that next. I was also going to actually do some repairs down here. Let's do that too. Shouldn't take too long. See, this is actually pretty nice because before I put these blades in the shotguns, I'd still get the hordes, right? And they come down here and they tear the crap out of everything. And it would take me a long time to get it all repaired. And the minute I got it all repaired, another horde would come in. So it was like quite the hassle. We just have very minimal damage here. Sometimes they would actually break, you know, completely break through the spikes too if it was a big horde. That looks pretty good. I think there might be a couple spots on this side maybe. Yeah, there's a spot. A couple spots here. Just 1 or 2 layers on the spikes. All right, I think that's pretty good. I need actual parts to repair the blades, but they're in really good shape. I mean, they're hardly damaged at all, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that for now. Cool. So, let's get this place cooking, since I have some iron now. And where's my wood? There we go. This forge is for making steel. Actually, the first 3 forges here are for making steel. And I'm probably going to have to get some clay in them fairly soon as well. And this forge is for iron. Had some rebar made up in there. These 2 are for cement. And the last one is used for ammo, but I don't have any brass or lead at the moment for that one. Got some concrete made up here. So those... I started to run out of space, so I made a stuff crate. The stuff crate is basically just anything random at the moment. I normally am, you know, quite a bit more organized than this, but like I said, this is just a temporary base until I get the... Oh, I thought I heard some zombies. Until I get the big base built, so I'm just kind of getting by with minimal organization here at the moment. Okay, let's put that in there, I guess. And I'm going to put a couple of cans of gas back. I have a little more than I need, I think. And then we're going to go check out those 2 airdrops. I'll just throw that out. Do I have anything else I can be cooking in the chem bench? Not really. I made a bunch of glue earlier. And I think I made a bunch of duct tape too. Let's check. There's some more repair kits. That's good. Yeah, I made a whole bunch of duct tape there. We'll stick that in there. We'll stick half of these in there so I don't have them all with me. Oh, I know what's happening. I keep making the ground. I forgot about that. Couldn't figure out why that ground was back in there after I threw it out. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to go see, check out those drops. That's the plan. So I guess we'll put that there, and we'll put that there. I have to make sure I get a good run at that to get across that moat there. There's a zombie. Alright, so probably... let's go this way. This is one of the 2 bridges I had to build to get over to get the bike over to the island. It was kind of a fun episode making these. And let's take a look at the map here. Oh yeah, that's way the hell over there. I probably should go back to this point and swim across. I think that's what we'll do. I'm going to turn my game sound up a little bit too. It's a little too quiet. If for no other reason, I got to hear the zombies. We might have to turn it back down once we start working the auger again. Back across the bridge and over to here. There's a nurse over there. See if she has any antibiotics or anything. Nope. No surprise there. They sure nerfed the loot on zombies in this alpha. That's one of the few things I don't like about it. Overall, I like it a lot. I'm pretty happy with it, all the changes that they made. Alright, so we're going swimming, it looks like, guys. Hopefully this doesn't get too terribly deep. Ah, geez, yeah, it's out. It's what the hell out there, the deep part. Okay, well, here we go. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. The worst that can happen is I can drown, right? I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but in the next major alpha, they're going to have new vehicles, which includes bicycles, motorcycles, jeeps, and cars. And also, I heard they're going to put boats in here too, so we can actually ride boats, which is going to be really neat. I don't know if the boats are coming in the next alpha, though. They could. We'll have to see. Yeah, geez, this is getting into pretty deep water here. This is going to be interesting. That box better have a damn purple sniper rifle in it or something. After going all this trouble. Okay. It's not too bad. I mean, it's down there as a ways, but we should be able to do this. You move so damn slow in the water, though. Fortunately, you go up faster than you go down. Okay, give us something good, game. Give us something good. Alright. That doesn't suck. I'll take all that. I'll be able to upgrade the barrel in my sniper rifle, get it a couple points higher. I need air, I need air. There we go. And then I have another drop over that way too that we'll go get. One of the things I thought about doing is maybe building a water base at some point. I even actually did that on a different server that I was running that I didn't, wasn't doing a stream or anything on. But it's a real pain in the butt to work with the water in this game. Huge pain in the butt. Because, like Minecraft and so forth, the water is really consists of blocks, and if you break those blocks, it can be a hassle to repair them. Alright, let's go get that other drop. And that's over this direction. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we need to actually... We need to come over here because there's no way I'm swimming all the way out that direction. Forget that, man. Okay. There's Edgar over there. Since we're going to go that way anyway, maybe I'll actually go show you my other base too. That town up ahead is where I did Horde Night 56 last night. And I posted that video on my YouTube channel, and it was absolutely insane. It was so crazy. So if you guys get a chance, check that out. It's pretty neat. The game has a missile silo as one of the POIs, and I actually did Horde Night in that POI last night, completely unmodified. So it was just the normal settings. And it was pretty nuts, man, I'll tell you what. It was crazy. But you'll have to watch the video to find out if I actually survived or not. Whoa. Alright, so this is about where we want to be, I think. Anybody chasing me? Doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, you know what? It's good that I got those two beakers, because now I can make another Kim bench, which I had planned on doing anyway. Alright, here we go, back out into the water. This one is that it right there? Yeah, okay. That's not actually that deep. It's just a long ways out as well, relatively speaking. But look how big this water is, though. This water is just nuts, and I kid you not, guys. It goes for miles in that direction. It's just huge. It's almost like a sea, which is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, exactly. The showcase that Joel did. I watched that a couple nights ago, I think. It was very cool. Did you watch the whole video? They have the new, mocap animation and all that too. So lots of good, cool stuff coming up. Yeah, this one's not nearly as deep as the other one was. Water is huge, though. Yep. Well, it's almost the same exact stuff again. That's all right. I thought it was cool when he jumped in one of the cars, you know, that we've seen all along in this game, and actually drove it around. That's kind of neat. I'll take you guys by the missile silo and show you how torn up it is from last night's Horde night. Absolutely crazy. Hey Edgar, how you doing? Edgar has anger management issues. Oh, looks like I'm hungry. Yeah, he said on the video though that, you know, they hadn't fixed all the sounds yet, so it was kind of more of a placeholder. But yeah, you're right. It did sound like the motorcycle. The car did. Okay, so where are we at? I think we need to go up this way. This is one of the many towns I haven't even gotten around to looting yet. Yeah, I think we need to go this way. So check this place out, you guys. This place is just annihilated from the Horde last night. It's just sacked. It's so funny. This area right here, there was a couple of cars parked here, and the zombies actually hit the cars, and I think there was 3 cars, and so there's 3 explosions, just boom, 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 all at once. Scared the hell out of me, because I was up here. There used to be, notice how I said used to be, right? There used to be an actual concrete building here that, you know, that kind of came up as almost like a watchtower, and that's where I was. I was on top of that watchtower, you know, for the majority of the Horde night, and most of them came through there, so they busted through that wall there. And then, you know, they ran around here. I gotta be careful because there's probably sleepers here. They ran around here, you know, and were just all over the place. And so I was standing up on top of this thing, you know, I don't know, about another 10 feet up from here. And these 3 cars just exploded. It was just nuts. And you know, you can see the damage that explosion did. It's crazy. And so the zombies were basically down in here and kind of milling around down in this area, and they eventually, there were some of them up there too, and they eventually completely ruined this whole building, and it came down, and I was on top of it. It collapsed with me on top of it. And I thought for sure I was a goner at that point. But I managed to actually survive the fall. But like I said, you'll have to watch the video to figure, you know, to see what happened after that. But it was nuts, absolutely nuts. And this goes way down there. I was actually trapped down there for a little while. But the other thing too is I had only been in this POI once before, and a long time ago, probably in Alpha 14 or 15. So whoa, shit! There's a runner. So I wasn't even really, you know, very familiar with the place to begin with, you know. Leave me alone, man. You guys beat me up enough last night. These military guys are really tough, and they're all over in this place here. You didn't need that arm anyways, dude. Will you go down? There we go. And he has nothing. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. For a while too, I was actually inside the missile silos here, and you can see that they were trying to get at me. I spent a little bit of time on this catwalk here, and they completely broke through this wall to try and get at me. It was so nuts. Had to start all over after that. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, Jenna. Start over after what? When the building collapsed, you mean? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. No, I didn't have to start over because Horde Night was still going on. But I survived the collapsed building, and I was still in that facility, trying to stay away from those guys, trying to stay alive. Okay, so let's go this way. This will take us back to our original base, where we spent the first part of the game. And I've been, like I said, I've been playing this series for about 2 months straight. So, and all the videos are up there, so you can watch it from the very beginning if you want to. I think I'm on episode 48 now. The next one I put out will be episode 48. So there's been that many episodes. Oh no, because Jenna, that wasn't actually my base. That was just a POI that I used for Horde Night. So I hadn't even fixed it up or anything. I just used it as it is. I do have a base that I built for hordes for the earlier hordes, but it doesn't work anymore. The last time I tried to use it was Horde Night 42, and they killed me. I didn't survive, so that's when I figured, okay, it's time to stop using this base when we have to do something different. So I'll show it to you. So this is my initial home, original town. And that building there with the trees on it is my base. So I actually have a garden up on top. We'll take a look at it. And I still come back here because I'm not, fully set up at the new base, so I still have to come back here sometimes to get supplies and that kind of thing. We're probably going to get spawns too because they don't have a bedroll down. There's a spawn right there. It's little mama. Take her out. So we don't want her biting on us. Get infected that way. You can pick up some nasty shit from these zombies, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's hop up here. And this is my rooftop garden. I gotta be careful that... I don't think I'll get any spawns up here because zombies can't spawn on tilled earth. In case you guys didn't know that. So I have this entire surface of this roof covered with tilled dirt for the garden. But we might have a spawn inside of here, so let's go very carefully. Okay, I think it's clear. I tell you what, though, I've come in here, not thinking about it, and had them just jump right on top of my head and scare the hell out of me, so it's funny. All right, so this is my original base when I first started playing, and I've got all my chests and everything organized there. They're kind of empty right now because I've been in the process, like I said, of moving to the new location. But I still have some stuff here. And got a little forge set up, campfire, bedroll, initial bedroll, and a tool bench. And then, of course, out here is my garden. Because I'm out in the middle of the desert here, I plant trees and everything, so I have a supply of wood. And I've been coming back here and harvesting this garden periodically because I don't yet have a garden at the new place. And it looks like it's ready to harvest again, except for the shrooms. The shrooms are still growing. And then over here, this is a skyway that I built that leads to... Yeah, you could. That might take you a while, but yeah, you certainly could. You got a pretty big area there, though. That would actually work, though. I mean, if you actually wanted to take the time to do that, it should prevent any spawns from inside. Anyways, this comes over a couple of buildings and then drops down into the pill shop. And the reason I did this is because I found inside of here, if I can get down there, an actual working... Whoa! Shit! She almost jumped on my head. That scared the hell out of me. Alright, so all these guys spawn in down here, but, they can't get at me because I'm up on this catwalk. And so over here, we actually have a chemistry bench, that works. Oh, I got a bunch of stuff in here. Might as well grab that. Oh, we got a spider though. He might actually cause me some trouble. Come here. Yeah, I just whacked him in the ass. Anyway, other than spiders, the other zombies, you know, they can't get at me because I'm too high up for them. So they just spawn down on the floor there, and I'm basically, you know, going in at them, and they can't do anything. I also, if you'll notice, I dug all that out down there, you know, so the zombies can't get to and ruin the chemistry bench either. And the reason I did that is because it takes you a long time. Yeah, tonight's goes to tell everything. It takes you a long time to get the skills, right, to make a chemistry bench. And so until I got advanced enough in levels to actually make my own, that was basically my chem bench. And I had it pretty much from the get-go, which was really nice. Don't be breaking my stairs, damn zombies. Alright, so we stirred up a little hornet's nest there. Let's go ahead and take off. And then I also have a catwalk system leading over to this other building, which I converted into a forge house. Or when I lived here full time, basically. So let's take a look at that. And, you know, the reason I built these catwalks is because, like I said, I get these running hordes all the time, and I get screamer hordes all the time. And so, you know, this way I can move, you know, between the buildings without having to worry about them, you know, coming after me. Now, I have to be careful in here, because sometimes we'll get a spawn in here, too. Usually they'll spawn right in this corner, so if I'm not paying attention and I walk in here and start doing something, they'll come right up behind me and whack me in the back of the head. So this was my original forge house. And I still have some material in there too. Look, like I'm just going to leave that there for now, though. And I put a little iron walkway all around back so I can stand out here and cheese them from up above. Because this place gets, you know, when it gets heated up, it attracts screamers like crazy. Yeah. And let's see. I'll show you my mine real quick. We'll take a look at the original horde fort, and then we'll head back to the main base. So I started a mine over here, and the reason I started it over here is because this is right on the border of the desert and the wasteland. And that way I can go south, tunnel south into the wasteland and hit the nitrate veins and the coal veins that the wasteland has. Or I can go, you know, this way into the desert and hit the iron and oil shale. So whenever you can, it's a good idea to try and build your mine on the border of, you know, 2 or more biomes, so you have access to all those different types of ore. So this goes way, way down here, all the way to bedrock, all the way to bedrock. And I hit a pocket of stuff here and basically mined all this out. Now this is oil shale, this stuff here, so that's what you can use to make gasoline. But I went all the way back in here, and there's still a ton of ore back in here. Oil shale and iron. Just goes way back in here. In fact, I could probably get lost in here. So I've mined all of this out, and as you can see, there's still a whole lot of material in here that I could get if I wanted to. And I might even come back here at some point, you know, probably off camera, and hit some more of this. We'll see. And then this goes all the way down to bedrock, as far down as you can go. You should be familiar with that concept if you guys have ever played Minecraft. And this pocket, yeah, that's just a pocket of more oil shale that I found. But this is the tunnel that goes all the way into the wasteland. And so what I did here was I started what's called branch mining. I must not have gotten very far with it, because the plan was that I was going to go... This is a pocket of, I think, nitrate that I found in here. You know, just kind of systematically, because this goes all the way around, and then just keep punching through every, you know, 7 or 8 blocks or so until you hit a vein. So yeah, that's coal right there. In fact, you know what? Let's actually grab that. Coal's pretty precious because you need it to make, you know, gunpowder and stuff. Oh shit! I forgot I need to eat. I don't have any food with me. Alright, we need to go back to the base and get some food. I just lost a point of wellness because I wasn't paying attention. Darn it. Alright, let's grab this iron. Too busy playing tour guide here and not paying attention. Alright, let's go this way. Anyway, this tunnel goes way, way down there, and then eventually it turns and heads west, moving towards the forest. So there's a lot more, like I said, a lot more material I could pull out of this mine if I wanted to, but I don't really do it because I'm not in this area anymore. Yeah, it is. It's just like Minecraft in that respect. And so, you know, when you're mining in the game, you just, you know, the best thing to do is start digging in one direction, right? And then eventually you'll hit a vein. And the way that you can tell that is because whatever the vein is it'll be surrounded by gravel, okay, pockets of gravel. So what happens is you're digging through the stone, right? And then if you start to hit gravel, then you know you have a vein of something. And it depends upon, you know, the biome. So if it's desert, well, desert's a little different because desert has the sandstone instead of normal stone, but all the other biomes will have just normal stone. So if you hit a pocket of sand, then you know you're into some kind of ore, and it's usually going to be determined by, again, the biome that you happen to be in. So if you're in the wasteland, you're going to find nitrate, and you're going to find coal. I think those are the two predominant ores in the wasteland. If you're in the forest, you're going to find lead. If you're in the prairie biome, or the plains biome, you'll find coal there too. And there's always the possibility that, you know, that you can get any of the... Oh, thank God I have food here. I knew I did have food, but I wasn't totally sure exactly what it was that I had. Yeah, so again, it just depends upon the biome you're in. But if you hit a vein of gravel, then you know you have something. You just have to kind of dig it through. All right, so let's drink that. One bad thing about these stews is that they also give you a warming buff, which is great if you're in the snow biome, but when you're in the desert, it can sometimes work against you. So it's always a good idea to have, you know, some yucca juice or some red tea to, you know, give you the cooling buff if you need it. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave this stuff here because I pretty much know, I believe by now, I think I've learned every schematic that you can learn in the game. And, you know, these sell for a pretty decent amount of money. And so they're worth keeping so that you can actually sell them to the trader. So don't ever scrap those things. All right, let's also do this. So we're going to take our sniper rifle and we're going to put that barrel on there. Then we're going to repair the rifle. And the reason I did that is because that just used, I think that only used one repair kit. And it completely repaired that barrel plus everything else. So you basically get more bang for your buck from the repair kit. Now we're going to pull this back out. And we're going to combine these two together and increase the overall quality from 472 to 494. Put it back on our rifle. And now our rifle's a few points higher than it was before. And the funny thing about this sniper rifle is that I found this thing very early on in the game, and it was a really crap level. So it was like, I don't know, 72 or something like that, you know, brown level. And over time, I've just, you know, done what I just showed you, where I found, you know, a little bit better parts, combined them together until, you know, I got a sniper rifle that's almost purple now. So it's kind of cool, you know, that I've had it with me this entire time, and I've just made it, you know, better as time's gone on. I do have an AK back at the main base, so we're going to hang on to that part, and we'll do the same thing with the AK when we get back. Okay, so let's drop this off. And do I need to drink anything more? I do. Let's drink this yucca juice because I'm probably going to start getting hot being in the desert and eating that soup. And what that does is that gives us this little teapot, which is a cooling buff. A cool drink. But the nice hot stew is the thing that, you know, makes me warmer. So, you know, basically the yucca is just kind of countering that effect. Okay, so let's go take a look real quick at the old Horde fort, and then we'll be ready to head back to the main base. So I built this little structure here for my first Horde night. Is Farmer Brown there going to give us some trouble? Hold still. Oh. Duh. Yep, he's going to give us trouble. Whenever you take your gun apart like that, you have to reload it. And I always forget to do that. Because I could have headshotted this guy. And now we got to fight him the hard way. Come here. I sure hate that running around in circles thing that these guys do. They got to fix that. Hold still so I can kill you. Come on, man. And the problem is if I run in there and try and hit him, you know, with him going around in circles, he'll whack me. So it's a little bit unbalanced, I guess, we could say. Okay. These guys are worth killing because sometimes they'll drop some pretty good loot, though. Now here's the advantage, guys, of playing this game on always run. What just happened? It just turned nighttime, right? But it doesn't matter because they run all the time anyway, right? So I don't care that it's night. I don't have to worry about getting back to the base because, you know, they run all the time anyway. So basically you just, you know, learn how to play the game with them running all the time, and then nighttime doesn't mean shit. Doesn't matter to me, other than the fact that you can't see quite as well. Okay, so this was my original base. Now here's the thing about this base. It actually works very well. It's all reinforced steel. The problem with it, though, is that, you know, when you start getting into the later game, you know, with the higher game stages, you get a lot of cops coming in, and, you know, as you guys know, the cops will spit, right? And so this base lasted me for all the way up through Horde Night 35, I think it was, and it worked beautifully. I had no problems whatsoever. You know, I'd get the occasional cop, but, you know, I could manage them. And so what they do is they would come through and, you know, drop down into the pit and, you know, get hurt on the spikes. In the meantime, I'm up here, you know, shooting through the gap here or dropping pipe bombs and stuff down on them and just, you know, kicking their ass, right? But the last time I tried to use this, I was just getting cops all over the place, and they were coming from out there, you know, and hitting me from far, and I couldn't, you know, there's no way that I could dodge the spit, and they eventually killed me. And so when that happened, I knew it was time to come up with a better solution than this fort. But I had only actually intended to use this fort for the first couple of Horde nights anyways, and it actually lasted for much longer, so I was very pleased with how it turned out. I could even try it again, but if I did, I would need to have to come up, you know, with some kind of a shielding mechanism from the spit, which would be kind of hard since there's not a whole lot of surface area up there. And the other problem, too, is that, you know, it only has those 4 supports. And so if the zombies are standing here and whacking on this, you know, it's very susceptible to collapsing. It wasn't a problem in the early hordes because they weren't that big, you know, and they would just kind of run down here and get killed. But, you know, when you start getting that many and they're the high-level zombies, then it's very risky. So, anyway, that's that. I think it's time for us to go back home and get back to work. You know what we could do, though, now that I think about it? I need paper in a bad way. I wonder if we should take a quick trip through the bookstore building and grab ourselves some paper. I'm not going to lie, though, guys. It's probably not going to be a quick trip. But I do need paper because I can't make any more shotgun shells until I get paper. So I'll tell you what, let's do that. We probably won't spend, I don't know if we'll do the whole building, but let's just do a little bit of it and try and get some more paper, and we'll see how it goes. You guys can see me get the hell beat out of me by zombies. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll put that in there. So I don't need to take that in there with me. I don't need to take the shovel. I might want to keep the wrench. I don't need the auger in there. Definitely want the pick. Don't need the gun part. And I guess I'm out of space. I'm going to put those in there too because I'd hate to lose those. Alright, yeah, let's go with that. And again, you know, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in here, but I just want to see if I can get some paper. And this is the best place to get paper, you know, for your shotgun turrets. Okay? But we are going to have sleepers in here. They are going to respawn and, you know, give me all kinds of hell. So let's give this a shot, see what happens. We'll go real quiet like. Kind of spooky. I want to hit these two bookcases here. Alright. I already know all that stuff. There we go. There's some paper. Whoa! Yeah, let's not mess with him. Okay? We'll just leave him alone. In fact, let's leave all these guys alone if we can get the hell out of here without them bothering us. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. That's the thing, you know, you're supposed to be able to be stealthy and sneaky. But there's been times when they've woken up anyways, no matter what. And then there's been other times when I've like gone barging in and they don't seem to notice. So I think there's some randomness to it. So we'll hop up here. There isn't anything on this floor in the way of bookcases, so we won't worry about that. And then this floor is a bunch of office rooms. If you guys have you guys been in this building before? Have you ever done it yourself or seen other people do it? Because you might be real familiar with it, and I'm just telling you stuff that you already know. I don't know. Oh man, I got a bunch of crap in there. Holy moly. I guess I forgot to clean all that out after. Oh, look at that paper. Awesome. That's what I need. Let's take the shotgun shells too. They even got some gold in here. Let's take that. Wow, I completely forgot that I had looted this place last time and never came back and got it. Actually, I want that compound bow because I'm going to build a compound bow so that I can shoot flaming arrows at hordes. Anything else in here that I'd like to take? I might. Nah, I don't think I need the oil. Whoop. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. I will take the shotgun barrel because I can use that to make another turret. Excuse me. Problem is I'm not going to have enough room for all this stuff though. I'm going to have to come back here later. All right, so let's be very quiet, kind of sneak around through here. I just want to hit the bookcases. That's really all I'm after, you know, for more paper. Have to be real quiet so we don't wake the dead, and I mean that literally. You've been in this one before? Yeah. It's a good one. You always want to find this building in particular early on in the game, you know, so you can get the schematics and the books and stuff. But once you've learned everything, it's still worth going into for the reason that I'm going into right now is to get paper. We don't need anything in there. Let's shut that. Another Mini Bikes for Dumb Shits book. We don't need it. It took me forever. And that's a nice pistol. I'll take the 9mm rounds. I'll come back for that later, maybe, if I remember, which I won't. Okay, we'll take that. We'll scrap this. Getting hot, so... Oh, I guess I already have my whatchamacallit. Oh, here's zombies. Let's switch to night vision. And we'll pop this guy right there. Say goodnight, Gracie. See if he's got any money on him. No, but he's got lead. Take that paper. Don't care about the schematic. Learned that one a long time ago. And ended up never actually using it because I got the sniper rifle early on. But I saw something around the corner there. That's what we want, more paper. This hasn't turned out to be much of a building episode so far, has it, guys? That's alright. Keeps things interesting. Alright, let's pop in over here. I actually don't want that stuff. I don't know why I'm taking it. Put all that back. That too, that too, that too. Sometimes there's a zombie right around the corner here, so you have to be careful. Whoa! Oh, that scared me. Jeez. Heart attack. Come here. How dare you scare me like that? Oh man, my blood pressure just went up. Gosh. I was looking around that side saying there's usually a zombie around the corner and he was on the other side. Okay. Whew. Any more? More paper. That's good. Those are some nice shades, but I'm wearing night vision goggles, so I won't ever wear those. Whoop, missed. There we go. Duct tape. I won't pass that up, even though I can make it pretty easily now. Now, these things, guys, are worth a hell of a lot of money if you didn't know that. This thing right now is worth 615 gold. If I repaired that, let's see if we can find a cheap piece of cloth that we can get some cloth from, and I'll repair it, and I'll show you how much it's worth after you repair it. Moral of the story there is if you find suit coat jackets, see now this is, even though this is purple, it's only worth 38 gold. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrap it. Let's scrap this too, so we have a couple extra pieces of cloth. Make sure nothing's sneaking up on me here. All right, so this is 615, right? Now watch this after we repair it. 1,083 gold. Pretty cool, huh? So whenever you find these black suit jackets, keep them, fully repair them. This one, even though it's yellow, is almost worth 1,000 gold all by itself. Highly valuable. I don't know why, because the suit pants are like 30 gold. They're not worth anything. But the suit shoes are also, pretty valuable too. So for some reason, the shoes and the jacket are worth a lot of money, but the pants aren't. I don't know. What are we doing? We're after paper. We don't care about this other stuff. Except for beer. Is there beer in here? No beer. Bummer. Okay. Come here. Hold still so I can whack you. Get your head up here. There you go. Sniper rifle and dumb shits book. Don't need it. Don't need any of that stuff either. Don't need any of that stuff. That's all great stuff in the early game, but once you've learned it, you know. I mean, I could loot it for the trader, but I just don't have the space to do that. Fall down. There you go. That's what I was hoping he was do. See ya. See ya, sucker. Alright, let's head back on out. And I think that pretty much takes care of this floor. Now, question for you guys. Do you want me to continue moving up through this building? Or do you want me to get back to the base and get started on the building? I'm good either way, so you guys tell me what you want me to do. It is going to get nastier as I get higher. In fact, it sounds like we already have a running horde. So, yeah, just let me know. I'm going to go back down to the bike and... No, I guess I'm not going to go down to the bike and unload because I don't have any space down in the bike. What we could do is we could just stay here until I basically fill up on paper and then take off at that point. Jenna, what about you? What do you think? You want me to keep going in this building or go back and get started with some building? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back. Okay, Jenna wants to go back. Let's do it. We're gonna have to sneak by. Let's put our night vision on. Where are these guys? What the hell? Just like morphed into the floor. That's weird. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. And head back to home. I'm going to go across country. I started going through here and clearing out, you know, all the cactus and the boulders and that kind of stuff. But I only got to probably about here. Because that's what happens. You run into those damn things. You know, the other thing I should probably do, too, is let's make sure we're actually going in the right direction. We want to hit the end of the bridge right here. So it just saves us a little bit of time to cut across here and rather than taking the road back. So that's the town off to the left there. That's where the missile silo was. Older. Jenna, do you have a mini bike in your game yet? I didn't notice if you did or not. How about you, Roboticus? You have a 7 days game going that you've been in for a while? Not yet? Okay. Well, that was actually good that, you know, that I went into the bookstore. I completely forgot I had all that loot in there, and in particular I had all that paper. So that means we can make a whole bunch of shotgun shells for our turrets now. So that's awesome. You've been off the game for a while? Okay. Have you played Alpha 16 at all? Oh, waiting on the bandits. Okay, yeah. You know, there's a mod out that I'm actually playing on a multiplayer server with some friends, and we're streaming, at least I'm streaming that on Wednesday nights, and it's called War of the Walkers. And they actually have NPCs, bandits, and so forth in that mod. So if you use that mod, you know, you can actually start playing with them even now. They're a little bit clunky, maybe is the best word for it, but I mean, they do work. So it's kind of cool to see that. All right, so we're back at the base. We got all these forges going. This place is super hot, and so expect a screamer to come waltzing in here any moment. And when they do, our shotguns are going to make short work of them. In the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and make as many shells as we can now that we have all this paper. So I can make 505, so let's do 250 in this one. And we will do the rest, whoa, in this one. That's the one thing about the turrets, you know, and one of the reasons why they're an end-to-game thing is because they're really expensive to maintain with having to make all this ammo. See, now I've got paper, but I'm out of leads, so I'm gonna have to go, you know, get some lead going. All right, let's see. I've got to take all of this stuff to the trader at some point, because I'm out of space. But we did want to... Oh, that must be in the mini bike. Okay. We did want to upgrade our AK. And I want to combine these two parts to get a compound bow going. That will stick in there. Let's also unload a couple of these other things here. That can go in there. We'll just dump this iron in here. And let's make some more... How are we doing on forged iron? Yeah, we got a pretty decent supply of forged iron. Let's make some more rebar. We're going to need a ton of that for that moat. Like an unbelievable amount. Alright. We want this. Let's just grab all of this stuff. We'll throw the lead in here. Grab that. We'll put the beakers in there. And the antibiotics. And then we're going to go do the same thing with the little combining trick here. So we'll take this apart. Pull this receiver off. Put this one on. We're not really going to gain anything by doing this, though, because the gun's already fully repaired, but... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? It's not letting me repair it because... Oh, that's weird. Okay. In that case, I guess we'll just repair this by itself. Huh. It didn't register that as damaged when I had it in the gun. That's really weird. Alright, let's combine these two. So we have a 412. We add this, and now it goes up to 436. So, you know, a small improvement. Nothing super great, but we're getting there slowly. I really like the AK-47 assault rifle in the game. The problem with it, though, is it burns through ammo like crazy. So I kind of use it sparingly, so to speak. So we'll pop that guy back up there. Let's get some gunpowder going. 1 minute, 45 seconds of burn time. Close enough. Can I hear a zombie out here? Nope. Okay. Those guys we were going to combine to get a compound bow going. Okay, let's get started on our moat. An end to the game. Well, I don't. That's a good question. My understanding is that, you know, your game stages will continue to get higher and higher. And if there's an actual eventual cap on that, I'm not sure. My guess is probably that there is, but I'm not 100% positive about that. Now, it used to be that day 49 was basically the max horde night. And after day 49, you know, then the horde was more or less the same, you know, for however much longer you played. But that's no longer the case. Now the horde just gets worse and worse and worse as you continue to, you know, level up and you know, survive and get more advanced and so forth. So into the game, I think the answer to that question is probably technically no, but there's an end to the game when you finally get to the point where, you know, you're done playing it. But that all depends upon, you know, how much fun you're having and so forth. You know, one thing, for example, is this is a huge world. I mean, I have spent 2 months, guys, in just this area alone. And I've probably uncovered maybe 5%, if even that, of this entire map. So if you're somebody who likes to explore, you know, you could spend literally months playing on just a single, you know, playthrough and just to see all the different spots there are. So, you know, it just kind of depends upon how you like to play the game and, you know, when you feel like you're done with it. One of the reasons why, too, I play the game on the hard settings is because, you know, look at me, I'm almost level 150. I've got, you know, max equipment, purple stuff for the most part, really good armor. You know, most of my armor's purple. Oh shit, I gotta repair that. And if I was playing this on the normal settings, I'd be bored by now. I'd be, okay, I'm done. And I'll go, you know, go back and play Ark or something like that. But because, you know, the zombies can run all the time, because at any moment the game can throw a running horde at me, you know, I still have to stay on my toes. I can still get killed, and so it keeps things exciting for me, even, you know, I'm not running around, you know, like I'm God and everything like I, you know, would be on the normal settings. So anyway, that's really one of the main reasons why I like to play the game on those settings, because it keeps the game fun for me, even, you know, when I'm into game like I am now. Plus, you know, there's all the building too. I got all these plans to build this, so that's going to keep me going for a while too. Okay, so anyway, let's get our shirt repaired, and then we'll get some digging going. One thing I don't have is I don't really have any points invested in armor smithing. So when I repair clothes, I lose some of the durability, but I'm not too worried about that. Because usually what I'll do is I'll just go to the trader and buy, you know, his stuff. Okay, I think when I left off earlier today, I need to make this thing, as far as the digging goes, I need to make it 5 wide. Because it's going to be 3 wide eventually, but I have to put, you know, concrete on 2 sides of it to line it. So it has to be 5 wide for starters. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide, I think, right? 1, 2. So it's 4 wide right now. So what I started doing before, you know, I got off and to start my Empyrean stream is I was just widening this a little bit before I go down any deeper. And so that's kind of where we're at this point. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume back down because this is going to get loud. So that way, you know, we're not drowned out from the auger. And here we go. Yeah, the auger's an awesome tool. It just burns right through this dirt like it's nothing. You get a lot of materials when you use it too, which is good for, you know, getting materials, of course, but also leveling, getting XP and so forth. Fastest way to level in this game, guys, is to mine, and then if you can mine with an auger, then you level like crazy. You used to get pretty good XP from killing zombies, but they nerfed that, so not quite as good as it used to be. Alright, let's go back this way and we'll just finish this part out, and then we'll go down the next side. So yeah, I used to be able to go out and just kill... Yeah, I know, it's really fast, isn't it? A crap ton of zombies and get all this XP, right? but you still do get XP when you kill zombies, but not, you know, nowhere near as much as it used to be. So if you wanna level fast, go mine in the desert. Okay, the desert has a lot softer sandstone than normal rock, and you get the XP based upon the material that you mine, not the material itself, but how much you mine, right? And so, and how fast you mine, because it's really one and the same. So you can mine the sandstone a lot faster than you can the stone, so you get levels a lot faster. Plus the desert, you know, has the oil shale and it has iron. It's a really good place to go for iron too, even though you can get iron everywhere else as well. So keep an eye out. We're probably going to get a running horde any moment now. Okay, let's just double check. I'm sure it's fine, but it never hurts to double check your measurements. Well, that's 5. Okay, perfect. Remember, it's ultimately going to be 3, because we have to put a concrete block on this side and a concrete block on that side. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to go one more here as well. Oh, we got a horde. It's a screamer. She was called in by the heat, and I think the shotgun turrets took care of her. Because I don't hear, not usually you can hear her, but let's just run over there real quick and make sure she's dead. Oh yeah, she's dead. Oh man, you gotta love those shotgun turrets, guys. Yeah, I'll take that, I guess. Well, you know what? Screw it. I've got so many antibiotics, I don't need to take that. Here's another little tip for you. Whenever you can, use either a bone shiv in the early game, a hunting knife in the mid game, or a machete in the end game to carve up the zombie corpses. In doing that, you will level your blade skill. So I've spent a lot of time over the course of this playthrough, you know, using whatever blade I had, and I have, where's it at? Blade weapons. I have 70 points in blade weapons, which gives me an additional 23.2% of damage just by carving up zombies. So that's something to keep in mind too, if you like to use bladed weapons, which I do. Oh, you know what else I didn't show you guys? I've got a tunnel underneath the water that goes over to the other side there. Let's go take a look at that real quick. And the reason I did that is because when I want to go across the map to this town or to this city, you know, normally I'd have to, you know, drive all the way around here to get over there, but now I can just scoot right underneath the tunnel to get there. I call it my mini channel tunnel, kind of like the, you know, the tunnel built after the English or underneath the English Channel. Hey, knock it off. I don't want any of that stuff. Okay. So yeah, I dug this all out, and it goes down this way and all the way across over to the other side and up the other side. So I can pop out over here and then get right into the town. So pretty cool, huh? There's actually some exposed iron veins down here at some point that I need to come down, like this one right here, to mine out too. In fact, there's lots of iron down here. When I do that, though, I have to be really careful because, you know, I'm under the water. So if I punch through into the water, you know, then we're going to have trouble. But anyway, just want to show that to you too. Another one of my little projects here on the server. This is definitely one of my favorite games to play. I just love the building in it, and the way that the destructible environment, the voxel world, kind of like Minecraft. In fact, my daughter, she actually calls this game adult Minecraft. So she refers to it as adult Minecraft. All right, back to the moat. Take some feathers. You again. I just killed you. Yeah, you love it too? Yeah, it's awesome. Minecraft is a fun game. I haven't played in a couple years, but it's always one of those games, that I'll always, at the risk of sounding a little corny, kind of cherish, And I have had Minecraft servers in the past, and I probably will again at some point. But the thing is I kind of get my Minecraft on, so to speak, by playing this game, because it's so similar in a lot of ways. All right, let's get a little smoother here, old guy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to repair this thing here in a second as well. See, the ground at this point is kind of weird because technically speaking, this is the end of the block, and so now you have you kind of run into this weird stuff here. So it's a little more wonky, I guess, when you're trying to dig through it. $150, level 150. Okay, again, let's check our measurements. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to go another one out. Thirsty, huh? I don't have nothing to drink on me either. Alright, we'll work our way back this way and then we'll stop up the base and get something to drink. Good thing I have something to drink in real life. Any moment now, guys, I'm going to get ganked by a horde. Just watch. I'm starting to get a little nervous about it, as a matter of fact. So this must be 5 here, yeah. Okay. Now let's check it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So this one's 5. I used to work construction a long time ago, and one of the things that the guy that taught me how to do that, he said, always double and triple check your measurements. And so I've that's kind of stuck with me. And he was right too, because man, sometimes you thought you measure something, and if it was an expensive piece of wood or something like that, and you went and cut it up just to find out that you screwed it up, it's like So it's very good advice. Beautiful. Okay, let's hit this. Oh, you know what? I guess I need to go back and get something to drink, don't I? Or I'm going to lose another health point. So let's do that. I can't believe I bailed out of the spaceship in Imperion on the moon. That was so stupid. But it's easy to do, you know. I mean, you hit the wrong button and boom, you're out. And it doesn't give you any warning or anything. So I'm like, going, oh shit, I'm stuck on the moon here. In fact, I'm lucky I was even able to make it to that base at all. It's funny. All right, what are we doing? We're getting rid of this stuff. Just gonna throw all this in here for now. And yeah, we need something to drink real quick. I had some goldenrod. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's drink some of this too. Get our wellness up. Jenna, did you say you're going to stream a little later this evening too? Or did I mishear you? All right, how's our food? Let's pop another meat stew. It's good stuff. Alrighty, let's start on this side now. At 11, okay. 1, 2, 3. So we got to go 2 blocks. Widen this by 2 blocks. Ground's getting a little weird here again too, because it's just of how of you know, the height of it at this point. Let's go back this way. Raining. Oh, we got a horde. Oh, it's just a screamer. There she goes. That's so nice. Did you guys play Alpha 15? I think it was 15. Where the rain, you know, it would like rain like for days on end. It's like just nuts. That's one of the things they fixed in 16. Now it still rains in 16 obviously, but it doesn't rain for, you know, 4 or 5 days in a row like it was doing in 15. It's driving me crazy. Oh, it's snowing. Christmas time. I'm freezing, am I? Alright, we'll have to put our duster on. Nope, nope, it can snow, definitely snow in the forest and in the plains biome. I'm not sure if it snows in the desert. I don't think it does. I think it'll rain in the desert. Yeah, it'll snow here. looks pretty cool too, because, you know, now we're like all of a sudden in a little winter wonderland with all the evergreen trees and stuff. Pretty cool stuff, man. Alright, so let's measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just got to cut this down. Alright, looks good. Now we just have this side to do for the widening. And where are we at? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's shave this row off, and then we'll go one more. Yeah, Jenny, you're welcome to, play with us when you get your PC, if you want to. The multiplayer server that I'm on is not on the hard settings like I'm playing on here, so you don't have to worry about that. You should give it a try though sometime. It's pretty crazy. You have to kind of, approach the game with a little bit different, mindset and technique. But anyway, I think you mentioned last night on your stream that you were going to get a PC at some point, so keep this in mind. If you want to play with us, you're more than welcome to. Catch my stream on Wednesday night if you want to, and I'll be playing on the War of the Walker server. So you got another level already, all from just running the auger. Same for you too, Roboticus, man. If you ever want to play with us, just let me know. We'll get you hooked up in our Discord and our server connection info and all that. Oh, I thought that was a Z. Okay, one more time, and then we'll be done with our width. And we got to go down, which is going to be more dangerous because it's going to be harder to get out of the moat if we have a horde drop in on our head, which we probably will. Keeps things interesting though. Yeah, you watched us on last Wednesday, didn't you, Roboticus? I think you were on the stream for a while, right? The thing about that is, make sure you get the 7 Days to Die mod installer. Really important that you get that, otherwise it can really screw up your game files. And it doesn't hurt just to do a manual backup of your 7 Days to Die folder anyway. It's not terribly big, so... Alright, cool. There we go, guys. We have the width of the moat all dug out. Now, like I said, we just have to go down. And we're probably going to make this the same depth as the moat around the the forge house over here. And I don't remember off the top of my head how deep that is, so we need to take a look at it. Excuse me. So it's 4 blocks down, and then a 5th block along the building where the spikes are, which means along the building it actually has to be 6 blocks down in total, because there's another block, you know, underneath that steel reinforced block. So we know we need to go 5 blocks down for the whole moat, and then the part that's going to go around the inside has to be 6 blocks down. I think I did that right as far as the math goes. Yeah, it's my good friend Death by Zombies, or USMC Sky, runs that server. He's a great guy. Oh, okay. It's getting close to 11 o'clock. I think I'm going to go ahead, guys, and call it here. I've been streaming for like almost 9 hours today, so I'm getting kind of wiped out. Anyway, feeling a little rummy here. So, as far as what's coming up next, we need to, you know, keep digging this out. So I'll be doing that again soon. There was some talk about us maybe doing another Empyrean stream tomorrow. So we may do that. I might actually get on in the morning and stream some more of this too. Have to wait and see. But as far as the plans go, yeah, we'll have to keep digging the moat. As soon as that's done and, you know, we get it lined with the concrete and all that stuff, you know, the next number one important thing that we have to do, I hear something, is get a garden going. Because, you know, I have no food production at this base. I have to always go back to the desert base, you know, to get food. So that'll be the next thing on the list. And I gotta, you know, make some more paint and finish, you know, painting the floor and stuff in here too. So, thank you, Jenna. I really appreciate that. I might actually pop in and say hello on your stream a little later. Are you going to be doing it for you know, a couple hours or so? We'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to be going to bed here fairly soon, so I'll just get the iPad. And yeah, so that's what we got going. And so thanks for coming and hanging out with me tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the show. I know we did a little more than just building, but I kind of wanted to show you, you know, what I've been doing on this map and on this playthrough. If you are interested at all, again, you can see the whole thing from the very beginning on my YouTube channel. I think there's, like I said, 47 videos out now. Make sure you start with Season 2, because Season 1, I have 6 or 7 videos, but that was in an Alpha 16.2. And when they changed to 3, we had to start over. So, you know, so start with Season 2 if you want to see the whole thing all the way through and how, you know, I've gotten to this point. So, usually if I get on late, it's until 3. Okay, yeah, sounds good. So yeah, I'll see if I can stop in and, you know, say hello to your stream in just a little bit. And anyways, I guess that's about it. So I will see you guys later. Take care, and until next time, bye.